Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I'm your tarot reader, Cody. Thank you for joining me for another tarot video. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to be pulling a mystery reading for you guys. I'm going to be showing you the crystals or the cards. I haven't decided what I'm going to be doing yet, but I'm going to be showing you the indicators in just a few moments. Just a quick thank you to everyone who stayed with me on this channel. You know, especially those people who've been on here since the beginning, who discovered me early and have just been like those diehard like fans. I really appreciate you. With that said, we're going to move into the reading. So here are the indicator cards. Okay, these are going to be the cards we're going to be using for the reading. These were drawn at random. So basically, go with the card that totally matches the energy you are in when you're watching this reading. So whether that's the Tower energy, the Wheel energy, or the Ten of Pentacles energy, I would go with that. If you don't know what tarot cards represent or don't know what they mean, go with the imagery that is most attractive to you. What are you most drawn to? Based on the images that you're seeing, what do you feel and resonate with the most based on these images? I'm going to show you each card up close, one by one, and then you can select your group. And yeah, we'll get right into the readings. Remember, this is a mystery reading. Whatever is going to come up per group is going to come up. There's not really a topic for this reading. So let's get right into it. Group one, we have this card, which is the Tower. I'm going to do a little pan. So that's this card, the Tower. So that's group one. Group two is the Wheel. It's group two. And last, group three is the Ten of Pentacles. So those are your cards to choose from. Remember, if you're having a hard time picking your pile, take a deep breath. Really relax, close your eyes, take a deep breath. When you open them, the first card that pops out to you is usually the card that's the right one for you. Also, your first instinct can be very, very accurate, especially with your intuition. When you are naturally opening up a video and you are very much immediately drawn to one card, that's usually the right one for you. For me, that happens to me so often that I almost miss it, right? Like I so miss my first instinct that I miss what pile I'm supposed to pick, and then I pick a wrong pile and I have to backtrack. You know, like I'm horrible at picking cards. I'm great at making them. So anyway, you guys are probably pretty good at picking your cards. I'm not going to try to put that juju out there on you. Anyway, so pick your group. This is group one, group two, and group three. And then after you've chosen your selected group, go to the timestamps below, either in the description box or the comment section, and click on the timestamp that corresponds to your group, and it'll fast forward you to your reading. So without further ado, let's get into group one with the Tower card. Hey everyone, if you chose the Tower card, this will be your reading. I'm going to set that right there in the corner for now. And let's get right into your mystery reading. So I'm pulling from the Pulp Tarot today. Really cool deck that I found at a thrift store, funny enough. And then I'm also going to be pulling from the Past Lives Oracle, and I'm going to be pulling from my Tea Leaf Fortune Oracle. So let's see, cards that we need to get for you guys. We have the Seven of Cups, the Moon, Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Whoa, that is so off the screen. Okay, and then we're gonna get, I wanna get one Past Life Oracle card for you guys, just to see what's going on from your past lives. Okay, and we have this card, which says World War Age time frame, lover identity, spinster love, fanatical faith, oppression, trauma. I'm not going to read all those. We'll just go with the first one that pops up. So the ones on this side. So we have flood, drowned, lost at sea, tsunami, or tropical storm. So that is coming through for you guys as far as a past life situation. And I'll get into what that means in the reading in just a second. And then I'm going to pull some Tea Leaf Oracle cards. Pulling these off camera because it's a huge bag. I don't want to mess up what I've already drawn, so. Let's see. Our 2 tea leaf cards are rat and coins. We have coins, money will be coming to you, and rat, someone working against you behind your back. Interesting. Okay. Let's put these back, and I will get into your reading. Line those cards up. All right, let's get into it. Oh, this is great news. This is really good news. And you have really good news coming to you. The thing is, it's being delayed. And that is because you have a person with the rat card here, someone working against you behind your back. It's not really as sinister as it seems. There is just someone keeping a secret from you. That's basically what this represents. We have the moon card here too. There's some kind of hidden information, something like that, that you guys are not aware of at this current moment, because there is a person who's literally keeping the information from you. In the most sinister form this could take is this person is jealous of you and they don't want you to have this accomplishment or this success, something like that. For a lot of you, it's going to be a surprise. Like this person is ready to surprise you. Or they want to surprise you with this information. For some of you, this is a surprise birthday party. If your birthday is coming up, this is very much giving surprise birthday party where you're actually going to be showered with a lot of abundance, a lot of money, a lot of gifts. I'm specifically seeing money too, like a lot of money in cards and stuff like that. So you might be very cash rich after this birthday party, something like that. But there might be something that someone is keeping from you at this current time. With lost at sea and tsunami, flood, and drowned, there is a feeling of being surrounded by water and not being able to find land at this time. It's funny, if you pick the Tower card right here, based on its traditional interpretation, you might be feeling very out of sorts right now. And really, it's kind of, it's funny you pick the Tower because I can see you guys relating to this energy, but it's almost like the energy is a little bit different than what the Tower is. There's a feeling of more so being lost than really having like something like a home or a building destroyed, right? So the Tower is this building that gets destroyed. In this deck, it's a tree that's getting struck by lightning. But basically, instead of having something destroyed, you're actually almost like a little bit lost, but it's very disorienting, right? Like it's almost like you've destroyed your sense of direction or something like that. There's could have been some kind of accident recently, like with water, or there could be a situation where you've had something that had happened recently with water, like a pipe burst in your house or something like that. We also have the moon here, which is representing of like Neptune energy, right? So there's a strong vibe that something could have happened with water recently. This is also an indicator that you might need like to cleanse yourself, specifically with water. With 3 of Wands here, there's a feeling of waiting for something to come in or waiting for a project to get off the ground or waiting for the green light. So there's something you're working on right now where you're waiting for the green light, you're waiting for the go ahead. This is a reason why this rat person is kind of slowing this process down, because they have information that you need, but it's not being revealed yet. With the moon card here, this information will be revealed and you will be able to get the go ahead. For those of you that are in a relationship situation, and this reading is referring to a relationship, the way this reading is manifesting is your partner or significant other is not telling you some specific information that they're keeping hidden from you. And the general vibe I get from this is that you need this information to move forward. Maybe you've given your partner an ultimatum recently and you said you either, do this or you choose me, something like that. And the vibe is they're like holding back from telling you this thing, right? Here's the thing. They've already made their decision. It just needs to be revealed. With the 7 of Cups here, this talks about you guys thinking about all the possibilities of what this could be, what their answer could be. Don't. That's what the cards are saying. Don't stress yourself out overthinking. I know it's going to be difficult. Our minds can run a mile a minute sometimes. Don't stress yourself out overthinking. Don't entertain those thoughts or those directions or patterns in your brain that go in that direction, because I'm seeing the answer is very much hidden from you with the moon card here. So 7 of Cups talks about thinking or overthinking, but the answer being hidden. I think this answer will come to light. We see that again here with the 3 of Wands, and it's just a period of waiting for the answer. Usually I get the 3 of Wands when something is coming in the mail, specifically in my own life. Like whenever I'm doing tarot and the 3 of Wands flips out or Spirit shows me the 3 of Wands, it's seriously just like, oh, I have a package. And sure enough, I'll drive to my house wherever I'm reading tarot or whatever, and there'll be a package on my doorstep. So 3 of Wands to me represents things coming in, like your ships coming in. So I do think you've sent this request out already. Now, the cool thing about this with the Six of Pentacles and the Coins card here, whatever this is, even if it's a relationship situation, you will be benefiting financially from this situation. So whatever this information is that your partner's withholding or that this secret person is withholding, for example, if this is about a job, it could be you're waiting for a call back and someone's holding back information. Whatever the answer to this situation, you will be having money coming in. With the Six of Pentacles and the money will be coming to you, coins, I'm seeing this feeling of someone giving you money or wealth for whatever it is that you're about to embark on. With the Chariot, I do want to say embark, because with the Chariot, it talks about the start or beginning of a journey. I am seeing it as the beginning of a journey because it does come after all this stuff, and it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, okay, great. I have the go ahead. I can actually move. I actually have direction. In this case, the Chariot, and mixed with this Lost at Sea card, represents a ship or represents some kind of, I think we even have a ship on this card. Yeah, we even have like a ship on this card if you can see it. Yeah, this literally represents a trip or a ship, something where you're going on a journey of some kind, and you're given you have the go ahead. You finally have the information or the go ahead to do this thing, and it's like you guys have been waiting for it, right? I feel like you guys have been held back is kind of what it feels like from movement in general in your life. And so there's a feeling of being very disoriented, because I feel like normally you guys are pretty much like go ahead with the green light, make the move, that kind of vibe. But you've been forced to be held back because of someone's holding back information, is kind of what I'm seeing. So with Rat here, this could just be someone very shrewd, like a business person in general. So this could, if it's dealing with a job situation and you need the green light for a project, you will be getting that green light soon, or you will be finding information that will lead you to make your choice, right? With the Seven of Cups, we see all the options available in front of us. It's like your mind's overworked right now, thinking about what is the information coming down the pike, what are the paths I'm going to take. The Seven of Cups talks a lot about future forecasting, and a little bit like confusion about future forecasting, because really we don't know what the future holds. You know, you can read tarot, you can look into your astrological chart, but you don't know fully and completely and very viscerally until the experience happens. So with Seven of Cups here, just a very strong vibe of trying to think about what's going to happen. But the thing is, it's like you guys have options, right? It's like no matter what the information is, that's what's going to give you the go ahead. You just need to get the information. And with the Moon card here, I hate to say it, but the information is being hidden at this time. So the progression of events is like getting the information, receiving the information. That's kind of the middle card. But right now I feel for you guys, because you're feeling very lost. You're feeling very disoriented. You don't know which way is up, which way is down. You feel lost at sea. You feel like you don't even have a vehicle to move in this lifetime. This is a very debilitating feeling, because it's like, how do I put this? It's like being in a neighborhood, and instead of driving 6 miles to the store, you have to walk 6 miles to the store. And it's like, will I ever get there, right? So basically with this situation, you could be getting some form of transportation, metaphorically speaking. It could be literal as well, but it's very metaphorically speaking that you could be getting this form of transportation that's just gonna take you right to the top or take you right where you need to go. This form of transportation could be financial resources. Money is a way to utilize things in the world, right? So maybe you're waiting for a grant of some kind. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of financial grant. And when the grant comes through, you'll be able to utilize it and make moves on your plans, right? Chariot represents movement. This could quite literally be money coming in to help you purchase a vehicle. For those of you that are trying to purchase a vehicle, something like that. I think I've got it. I covered a relationship, right? Now, if this is a person you're waiting on, I'm just seeing they need some time to tell you, but I'm also getting the vibe that they could stretch it out longer than you're comfortable with, because they're uncomfortable with wanting to give you the information, right? They're trying to weigh all their options with the Seven of Cups here. This kind of represents them weighing their options as well. So they're trying to weigh their options and waiting for the right time to tell you, or try to see if something else is coming along, some kind of other piece of information they need to make the decision. For some of you, this could be, you know, maybe there's some kind of wedding proposal in the mix or something like that, and your partner's waiting for some kind of grant of money to figure out if they can buy you a nice ring, something like that, but they really want to surprise you with the ring instead of, you know, having to like negotiate with you to try to get resources to buy this ring or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, I think the other person, if it's a relationship reading, is looking at options too. Even if this is a business reading and you're talking about you're trying to get a job or you're trying to find employment, this Seven of Cups can refer to them sifting through multiple options before they make their decision. So something going on with your employer, right, is that, or the people you're trying to be employed by, is they're trying to sift through multiple options. And I think you guys are too, actually. So with the Seven of Cups here, that's them doing that. The Moon talks about information being revealed eventually, but having to go through a period where you don't know what's up. You don't know right from left. You feel lost. You feel confused. So I would just say, try to enjoy this moment. Whenever I get the Moon in this kind of reading and it represents this, I just say enjoy the moment, right? Moonlight is very romantic. It's very illusory. It's very much about illusions, right? So I would say watch some movies, take some pictures, get creative, do some art, something like that. Take your mind off this anxiety. You know, you don't need to be thinking about this, and it's not going to come any faster. It's only going to come when it comes. So you might as well distract yourself. You know, the Moon can talk about distraction or an unfocusing of our energies. So, you know, there might be something that you can do in the meantime to take your mind off of it. You know, like it's almost like you're in the water surrounded by ocean waves or water and you're trying to swim without your ship, when really if you just sat there and floated and looked up into the starry sky, you could enjoy the moon and the stars laying in the body of water. And just if you knowing that the ship's going to come, that you're going to get an answer, one of the answers that could be the possibility, you're going to get one. And remember, in this reading, it's like, it doesn't matter what answer you get, no matter what answer you get, you're going to be in motion after that, right? I do somehow think money is coming for you guys too, and that's kind of coming through separately, but I think money is related to this reading in some way, shape, or form, or you will be getting money pretty soon. Anyway, just float for a second, do some art, watch a TV show, something like that. Just relax, take your mind off this anxiety of trying to worry what's coming next, you know? Take a break from pick-a-cards, you know? Film a pick-a-card if you have a pick-a-card channel, right? Like, do something that's not focused on you and you waiting for this kind of information to come in. Because it will come in with the Three of Wands. I do see that. But with the Moon, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, I see you guys kind of waiting and kind of not utilizing your time to the best of your ability. You know, it's like trying to swim in the ocean when really if you just laid there and floated and if you knew the ship was going to come, you could just lay there and float, knowing that trying to make distance at this point is futile, right? But when you have your boat, your canoe, your ship, once you get in that, say it's a motorboat, you can just fly, right? So just floating until the boat comes is going to be great. You know, it's going to be the best thing for you at this time. You know, just relax, take it easy. The Moon can talk about that. Just sinking into the illusion of the moment. The fact that things are hidden from you and you know they're going to be revealed, take a break, relax. Like that's probably be the best thing for you guys at this time. Okay, I'm going to end your guys' reading there. Thank you again so much for letting me read for you. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. Like or comment below if you feel like doing that, and I'll see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye. Hey, group 2, this is if you picked the Wheel, this card, this cool card with the little glowing orbs around the Celtic knot. Maybe you guys are Irish. Okay, so, wait, are Celtics Irish? Is that like two different generations of the same thing? You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Remember, this is a mystery reading, so anything could pop up, and I'm just going to read for the energies of the reading. It's just what's meant to find you at this time. So let's see what you guys have here. Okay, we got Five of Cups, the Hierophant, King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, King of Swords. Ooh, a lot of people involved in this situation, or whatever the reading's about. There's a lot of people. Let's see what those people represent. I'm going to get a past life oracle card, mainly because I keep wanting to use this deck and I never get the chance, and I always just want to incorporate them into readings, and I'm finally able to do that. So let's draw one card here. We have this card which says proletariat, war or uprising, wealthy elite, reign of terror. Wow, that's a lot of energy there. I actually don't know what proletariat is. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember every single word in the English dictionary or what it means. And I don't think we're all, that's like a requirement to being human or anything. But proletariat, if you guys could tell me what that is in the comments, that'd be great. But yeah, because I don't know what that means, I'm just getting the vibe with war, uprising, reign of terror, and wealthy elite. I'm feeling with revolution, it's just making me, yeah, the whole card is titled revolution. So I don't know, there's giving me like overthrowing something vibes. Okay, so let's get a tea leaf card, and then we'll get into your reading. Maybe in a past life you were extremely wealthy, and in this lifetime you're meant to point out things about people in wealth or something like that. Vine, seek out information that will help you, a needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, it's clicking for me now. It's still so confusing me that these other people are in the picture. Give me one more second to look this over, and I'll get to you. But it's definitely like with the Hierophant here and the revolution, there's something with authority that's prevalent in this moment. Okay, I think I got what this is. So for a lot of you, this is going to be dealing with something spiritual in general. This is definitely my energy. I've been in this position, you guys, so I know what this is all about. This is definitely giving me vibes of like spiritual or religious confusion. There is some kind of authority figure, religious, spiritual. It could just be a community figure, but I am getting strong vibes that this has to do with spirituality or having doubts about your faith, something like that. Mainly because the reason you're having doubts is because it's not your faith. I'm getting strong vibes that someone else is telling you what to believe in, or someone else is giving you ideas. And the ideas, I think they sound really nice. And especially with King of Pentacles, because this represents the person, right, that's giving you the ideas. They could feel very much like, oh, you're going to have all the riches in the world, or you're going to have all the money or abundance in the world. But I'm seeing that you guys are having this questioning mindset about this specific philosophy that this person is telling you. So for oftentimes, like, honestly, like I've met so many people on, YouTube that, are sharing their perspective, their personal perspective, and thinking it applies to everyone. Who knows? Maybe I'm one of those people, right? Hopefully not. But yeah, so this person is definitely someone who is definitely out for like their own profit. Is kind of what I'm seeing, especially with wealthy elite right down here in reverse. I think this person, one of their shadow sides is that they want to be part of the wealthy elite in a way that's very like this guy's in this business suit, right? And he has the red and white here in the tie. It's reminding me of the root chakra and the solar plexus. I'm just getting strong, like ruthless energy from this person, but I don't think they present themselves that way. With the Hierophant here, I think this person presents themselves in a way that's very much, like a spiritual figure, a religious figure, someone who wants to do good for you, something like that. With the seek out information that will help you, I am seeing that there is a journey you guys have been on, trying to find certain spiritual information that really resonates with you truly. But I am seeing for a lot of you, you're kind of like these, it's almost like you're a fish out of water, right? Like it's like everyone else is like in this pond, right? And they've discovered this pond and they're like, oh my God, water's so amazing, water's beautiful. But like you're this fish flopping on the land and you have not discovered the pond yet, something like that. Or it could be one of those things where everyone else is like a freshwater fish, right? And you're in the lake with them and you're like, I need salt, I need salt, I need salt, I need salt, right? So the vibe here is that you're getting spiritual information from the wrong type of energy. So, and you're going to know if this reading resonates for you because when you listen to spiritual people, when you listen to these people on YouTube, or this could even be in your community, like a religious leader in your community, when it doesn't feel right in your soul, you know it's off, right? You know it's not the exact truth of the situation. And you know it doesn't exactly equate to reality or how the spiritual world works. Trust that feeling. That is your gut. With the Page of Wands here, that is you in this situation, right? That inner belief, that inner compass, is what you guys are going to be tuning into more to create your own spiritual wisdom. And it's going to come for you. I definitely guarantee it. But you have to abandon trying to follow spiritual figures or spiritual leaders in your group, in your environment, right? This is very much a subverting of people who are like teachers or false prophets, something like that. And here's the thing. These people are not false to everyone, but they're not working for you. And that's what's important. And you have to take care of yourself in this situation, right? If something feels unethical to you that some spiritual person is talking about or doesn't feel like the vibe that you've experienced with in your personal life, abandon it, right? With revolution here, this is kind of the vibe of you starting your own spiritual coalition in the long run, right? With revolution here, you in the past, you were this person disseminating this knowledge, right? But now you're put in the position of the unique individual that is not going along with the crowd. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. You're this unique individual not going along with the crowd, and it could be threatening to this person. And you know, with war uprising here, there could be a subtle feeling. I really feel it's subtle, honestly. It's very subtle that there is a control dynamic going on. It's so subtle it could be misperceived. And I think the way it's appearing to you guys is it just feels like something's off about what this person is trying to teach you, what this authority figure is trying to teach you. Now, it doesn't have to be one specific authority figure, but it could be multiple authority figures, right? Specifically with religion or spirituality, or people who are, you know, typically like this would in like olden previous times, it would be like a cult leader. In today's society, it would just be someone who has a lot of spiritual knowledge or information, who has a certain philosophy that they're applying to other people, but for some reason it never works for you. And this could be just you guys cycling through different figures, different authority figures, trying to find that spirituality that works for you, and really nothing is fitting, nothing is finding its landing, essentially. So with 5 of Cups here, it just feels like you guys have been through a lot of cups. It's like this girl is so depressed because she's like drank all the cups, right? But with seek out information that will help you, there is a feeling that these cups are going to come from within you. So it might even be that you can still seek out information. You can still look for information in your environment as far as like what's going to help you, what spiritual person is the correct person for you, stuff like that. You can still seek out information, but what the cards are urging you towards with this Page of Wands is get in touch with your inner flame, your inner fire. Specifically with Page of Wands, this could be your inner creativity, right? It's also your inner critic. Right? Maybe part of you is afraid to criticize other people and their ideas. Maybe part of you is afraid to say that idea is bullshit. Even though you don't resonate with it, you're afraid to stand in antagonism towards something bigger than you, right? We have the King of Pentacles right next to the 9 of Page, and he's turned away from the Page of Wands, indicating that he is not listening to you anyway, right? Like this authority figure, this person, this spiritual figure is not listening to you anyway. And so what I'm seeing here is that if you guys, now you don't, obviously this is something I'm really against, is like outwardly and verbally being slanderous towards people, especially online, like online bullying, something like that, especially when information could be useful to specific people. So what I'm saying with this King of Pentacles is they do have information that could be useful to specific people, right? Some people are going to like this philosophy and work with it, but we're all very different as humans. We all operate differently. We all have different brain chemistry, right? We have all the same body, but just look at our astrological charts in general. Like they're all unique and different and specific blueprints correlated to us, right? And with the Page of Wands here, it's okay to be critical of these philosophies and beliefs outside yourself that you don't necessarily resonate with. It's way worse to follow some kind of belief or some kind of spiritual system that is not in alignment with your true ethics and your true purpose. And the thing is with Page of Wands here, this being able to distance yourself from these other things, or being able to fully and completely, because Page of Wands is about assessment, fully and completely assessing these specific teachers and figures is going to make you better able to find what you truly need and what you're looking for, right? It's okay to say no to a specific belief or system that doesn't feel like it resonates with you, right? With a sincere wish will be granted, I definitely think that the journey from seeking out information will help you, and a sincere wish will be granted. You will find this type of authority within yourself. I also think with King of Swords here, there's a person coming in that is kind of like a leader or a figure in and of themselves, but they don't have like a following, or they don't have like a high standing in society. So maybe you guys are looking to people who are like really well off or have really big affluent YouTube channels with tons of subscribers, right? When really with the swords of King of Swords here, there's someone in a more subtle, smaller position. They're still a king in their own right, but they're trying to offer you information. This person's trying to offer you information. We have the butterfly pinned to this guy's chest. I'll show you, which refers to transformation. It's like he's coming in and he's like, are you ready to transform yourself into the next level of your being? And offering the sword is like offering a piece of information to you. So I do think there's some kind of authority figure in your life that maybe doesn't have a following necessarily, but is offering you a piece of information. This could be like a father or a grandfather or a teacher or a coworker that's older than you, or a boss or something like that. Maybe they don't necessarily are in the same alignment with this spiritual energy, but maybe they have some specific nuggets of wisdom that trigger you to have a spiritual epiphany. So that is something I do see coming for you. With the Five of Cups, I feel for you guys, because it's like you've tried so many options and they're all just duds, right? And you're at this point where you're like, trying to like label that. I think the sooner you label that, you can even do this to yourself, right? Like obviously don't be slanderous to people online, that's not cool. I've had that done to me on my channel. I don't like it. But with Page of Wands here, really all you have to do is go into a period of meditation and just tell yourself, like, I do not believe this, or affirm your own sense of ethics, right? Like get to a quiet place where you can just freely share what you believe in, especially if it's difficult for you to stand up in position in other places because you're worried how that critical belief will affect people. Go into a quiet place, meditate, and just tell yourself your beliefs and your ethics, right? Kind of like journaling out loud with your voice in a quiet place, or even writing in a journal. But I would just say speaking to yourself about your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, getting it vocalized out loud could be beneficial for you guys. Yeah, with revolution here, you're literally having a revolution of the self, right? You're having a revolution of the self. You're not meant to follow the crowd. You're not meant to follow the leader that is commanding the majority of the crowd. You guys are unique and different. The Wands energy, very unique energy. It's fire energy. It's about being an individual. It's about being yourself. I'm studying all this right now in astrology with like Leo and the fifth house and stuff like that and all this crazy stuff. But it's like being like yourself essentially is going to be the key here. Following your own personal path is going to be the key here. And like I said, this is not necessarily like a conflicting situation. It's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys. It's a strong vibe of like just something not resonating with you and letting someone go on their path and doing their own thing, even though they don't resonate with you. It's like, yeah, you don't resonate with me, but I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to affirm to myself what I don't believe in. And there's a lot of theories out there with like manifesting and putting things out into the universe that you want to use positive intonations. Like you want to say, I believe this, right? But the thing with you guys is you're not at that place yet. You don't know what you believe yet. You just know what you don't believe. Right? So what you should do with this Page of Wands is just affirm what you don't believe. You can say this to yourself. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. This seems untrue to me. And eventually you'll get to a point where you'll learn some things through that discussing things out loud or figuring things out like that you will find things that you do believe in, and then build from there, and then start saying, I believe these things, and then transfer the energy onto what you believe and focus on that, right? That's going to be a key here. This King of Swords person is heaven sent. Literally, they could be sent from your angels, spirit, the universe, your subconscious mind. They are heaven sent towards you to offer you guidance and wisdom. This person is, I think they're gonna be in a situation or a place in your life where you don't expect them to have the wisdom. So you're looking at people who are professionals in this field that you're looking at, like spiritual gurus who are very well known, or people who are just well known in general. This person with this King of Swords energy is going to come out of left field. I highly doubt they're going to be someone on the internet. I think this is going to be someone you're going to meet in person. If it is someone you meet on the internet, it could be someone in the comment section of a video that says something that triggers kind of an epiphany for you, something like that. Yeah, I feel for you guys, because with Seek Out Information will help you. You've been looking for information for quite a while. And you've been just looking at people who are in more positions of authority or have more, people who have more of a following, something like that. But the underdog can really be beneficial in this environment. And in this situation, with the Page of Wands, the underdog very much could be you. And the thing is, you could rise to a position of either of these positions, right? You could rise and become a King of Pentacles person, right? And share your philosophies and beliefs, right? Or you could rise and become this King of Swords person, someone who offers wisdom and advice to someone in just a personal way at one other point where they're really struggling in their life, you know? So whether you're helping thousands of people or just one specific person, getting them back on their feet, it's neither, how do I put this? Neither one is more valuable than the other, right? Both you're helping people, you know, and so that's like a really valuable thing. But first you have to help yourself, and you have to find what you truly believe in and what you desire, and you have to follow your own path. That's really key in this reading. So with that said, I'm going to end your guys' reading there. Thank you again for letting me read for you. Please like or comment if you feel like doing that. And yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys in the next pick a card. Bye. Hey group 3, if you pick the 10 of Pentacles. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. Hey group 3, gonna pull some tarot cards for you. Hey group 3, let's get on with the reading. Okay, so let's see. If you're applauding or like applauding my little song that I just did, thank you. I can't see that because I'm filming this, and obviously yeah, anyway, so I don't know why I sang that song. Maybe you guys are singers. Maybe you need to get some creativity in your life, something like that. Let's see. You picked the 10 of Pentacles, so there's something about going on with you guys right now where you're feeling pretty abundant. If you picked it based on the energy of the card, if you just picked it based on what the card looked like, might be different for some of you pick this pile. But let's get into your reading. I'm going to pull one of these past life cards. And we have Rebel. It says nonconformist, activist, revolutionary, anarchist. Seems very similar to group 2, actually. Okay, and then I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards. Yes. Okay, so we have fair man, dealings or relationship with the man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And we have wishbone, a wish is granted. Oh, wow. Okay, let me look at, okay. Let me look at this and see what it's all about, and then I'll get back with you in a second. Okay, let me first talk about the past life energy and a little bit about the 3 of Cups here that's in the middle of the situation. With the nonconformist, the rebel, the anarchist, the activist, the revolutionary, there is a strong vibe. We also have this like hippie bus, which is so funny for this. There's a strong vibe with the 3 of Cups here that you have a little bit of a different set of taste buds than your friends have. I see you love your friends dearly. These are really great friends. They're amazing friends. You love them to pieces, right? But I am seeing right now, there's a feeling that you like someone, a guy or a girl, depending on who you are watching my channel, and you're really into them. And your friends are like, don't get it. Your friends are like, I don't understand why you like this person. Or some of you, your friends outright say some mean things about this person. That's the worst case scenario. But honestly, I think your friends pretty much are just like, you know, who is this guy? Like, what's his deal? There's a strong vibe that with the 2 of Swords here, this is like the balancing act, right? Usually when I get the 2 of Swords and it points to 2 things in a reading, it's like weighing out the 2 things, right? Especially with the wishbone right above the 2 of Swords. You know, when you have that wishbone on Thanksgiving, I don't know if you guys have done this. This is something we do in the States, or it's like a tradition that some people do in the States. When we have Thanksgiving, right? which right doesn't really get, it's like not the greatest holiday, technically what it stands for, whatever. But we all do it. We all eat turkey or whatever on that day. But a wish is granted is like you take the two wish bones and two people take each side of the bone and you pull it. And basically, whoever gets that top bone part, wherever the bone breaks next to the top thing, if you get the top little nub on the wishbone, then your wish is the one that's coming true, right? That's kind of the little tradition with the wishbone and breaking the wishbone, right? And so there's kind of a vibe here of like, it's like you're the wishbone essentially, and your friends and this person are like in this tug of war and they're gonna pull you apart. And you're the top part. And so whoever gets the top part, like, wins the prize, right? Like, either your friends win the prize of having you be their friend, or this romantic partner wins the prize of having you be this person's, like, romantic partner, right? There's kind of a battle or a tug of war going on between these two situations. Honestly, with tarot and stuff, and as a tarot reader, sometimes you'll get events and readings that have been things that have happened in your past. Like this specifically happened to me in my past. So it's really easy to see this reading. Although for you guys, it's a little bit different. There's other cards indicating kind of like a different outcome than what happened to me. But there's certain situations, right, where your past can inform your tarot readings, especially if you see something, you know what it is. It's like really easy to see what the situation is or the relationship dynamic, because sometimes these stories tend to repeat themselves. Not always. Sometimes I get readings that are totally new and things I haven't experienced, but in this case, this is something I have experienced, so I do feel for you guys. I do feel what you're going through. I do see that you really view your friends as good people with this Three of Cups, and you really do view this Knight of Cups person as a good person, and you're in this tug of war. It's like, who do I follow? Who do I go for? Who do I trust in this situation? For a lot of you, it's just one of those things where your friends need to get used to your partner, your new partner. But for a lot of you, it's one of those things where they just don't click. It's like your romantic interest doesn't click with your friend group, something like that. With Justice, I feel like you guys don't have to worry too much about the outcome. But another thing for you guys is it's almost like I'm getting the vibe here for you guys watching this that you don't really care what the outcome's going to be, but you do like both parties. It's like you're playing neutral, right? Like there's a vibe of you really like this guy or you really like this girl, but then at the same time, your friends are like, who is this person? Like, why are they in your life? That kind of thing. Even I think some of you have supportive friends. Your friends support your decision to be with this person, but they might just like avoid you if you bring this person around, something like that. Or they might not want to hang out or something like that if this person's around, something like that. Some of them had asked you, like, why do you like this person? Like, what's it about them? Something like that. Justice indicates that the balance, essentially with the swords, the Two of Swords here, the two option, the things weighing on your mind, because I do see this as weighing on your mind in particular. You're thinking like, well, I like this guy, but then my friends are saying this, and this guy's like this. There might be ethical battles here too, where your friends think your romantic interest is like someone who's like a bad person or something, and then your romantic interest actually thinks your friends are like distracting you from them and they want more of your attention, something like that. There's a tug of war here. With Justice, the cards will fall in the most just position. It will be a fair settlement. We even see that here with fair. I mean, this is a different type of fair, right? For the skin or whatever, but this is a fair settlement of all concerned, right? If this is an ethical thing, whatever party is at fault will get their just desserts, right? That sounds really intense, but that's what the Justice card is. The Justice card is fairness. It's what's happening is fair, right? You can really rest assured and believe that what's going to happen in this situation is fair, right? For some of you, with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, I'm not saying this. I'm seeing this as kind of like a really stalemate with the Two of Swords here, where you don't know who to choose, right? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here for you guys watching this reading. For others of you, you know who you want to be around, or you know who you want to have in your life more than the other person, and it's about you making that choice, right? And knowing that your intuition is guiding you in the right direction. That the person, either your friends or the romantic partner, whoever you choose, whatever your intuition is pointing you towards, your wish will be granted with that person. You will get all the love and acceptance and admiration and everything you're looking for from that specific person or that group of people, right? Whatever path you choose, you will find love on that journey. But if you don't make a choice, right? This is talking about these two battling it over for you and the wishbone breaking, justice happening, where the person who gets the top of the wishbone, like I mentioned earlier, is going to get you, right? And something is going to happen with justice to point out why the other person was the less of the choice and why this group was more of the choice, or vice versa, why the romantic interest was the better choice and your friends were the lesser choice, right? So the vibe strongly that I'm getting here is that if you don't choose, the universe will choose for you and you're meant to be happy in this situation. So even though there's a stalemate right now and you're like, oh man, this sucks, I don't know what to do. Well, with the Nine of Cups here, this indicates a satisfactory conclusion to everything happening in this current moment with this situation. So it's just a matter of either you choose or the universe chooses for you. The thing is, if you choose someone based on your intuition, say your intuition's really pointing you towards one of these people, and you're having a battle, you're trying to figure it out based on other things, you'll find happiness with that person, right? But if you're the type of people watching this reading and your intuition's not working and you can't make a decision, there's a reason why you can't make a decision, and it's because the universe wants to make the decision for you, right? So there's two ways this could play out. If you're using your intuition, if you have an intuitive hunch, follow it. That's the answer, right? If you have that intuitive hunch and you're still waiting for these two to figure it out, right? The universe is not going to intervene. The universe is only intervening because if your intuition is blocked off at this time for whatever reason, and you can't make a choice, or you love both equally, something like that, the universe is bringing in justice, or a moment of justice where you can see the truth, right? Justice has a sword of truth. It has the insight in its hand, so it's also about truth, and it's about what's really truly happened, and it's about getting that it can talk about karma, but it's about like getting what's right is going to happen, right? With the Nine of Cups, I really see you getting this beautiful resolution to this situation. So even though you're in a stalemate right now, you're going to be very happy with the outcome, right? Very happy with the outcome. For some of you, it's going to be one of those things too, where if your intuition's on point and you choose someone based on your intuition, right? Say you pick the love interest, right? Justice is going to show you later. Some information's going to come out about your friend group where you're like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't, stick with them. Or for example, if you pick your friend group, if your intuition's telling you to choose your friends over the romantic partner, some kind of information is going to come out about the romantic partner that is going to make you think, oh shit, good thing I, didn't choose them and I picked my friends, right? So whatever it is, the right decision is coming to you no matter what, right? So it's just a matter of, the only thing I can say is if you don't have an intuitive hunch one way or the other, you have to kind of sit with this stalemate, right? And just kind of engage with both parties, I guess, and talk to both people until the justice moment happens, right? And it will, with the wishbone here, someone's going to win you over. And that's all there is to it. One of these groups is going to win you over. Whether you're breaking the wishbone or they're breaking the wishbone, right? With rebel and nonconformist, this really can come from a sense of maybe you're not you don't really conform to like the social norms of your friend group in general. Even though you love them and they're great friends, you have like different values and beliefs than them, something like that. Or there's something along the lines of your love interest. Even though you're really romantically attracted to them and they seem like an amazing person, you really don't conform with something that they believe in, something like that. You don't conform with their way of love, something like that. So something like dealing with non-conformity could be very prevalent in making your choice. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups, I just see a happy ending, right? A happy conclusion to this situation. With Fair Man here, I haven't covered this, so I'm just going to read this real quick. It says, dealing with a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. I'm thinking of like an older man with this card. And Fair Man just makes me think of someone who is fair, someone who has like a fair mindset, right? And it's right above justice. So I just think that like the fair thing is going to happen, right? the fair man is almost reminding me of like a spirit guide even, or someone like an angel or a passed on loved one that is going to facilitate these events. I firmly believe that like passed on loved ones can influence us from the other side for sure, in ways, shapes, and forms that make things happen for us in this world. But for me, I choose not to communicate with spirits or anything like that, because to me it's like, I don't know if I have the psychological wherewithal to handle that kind of communication. I know a lot of people do, but some people just don't, and it's okay to choose the path to not communicate. I still think you can be affected by these people from the other side in your life, right? So this is someone in your life who probably was someone who was very fair, a person who's passed on that was a man who was very fair, very equanimous. Is that the right word? That's not even a word, right? Anyway, this is someone who is very fair in life, and they're very fair in the afterlife, and they're helping you through this situation. They're setting things up so something is revealed so you get the right person in the situation, right? Or they're part of your intuition. You're communicating with some spirit guide, and the spirit guide, your spiritual team, is actually urging you to move in one direction or the other, right? That could be something else that's coming through as well. So with that said, I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really enjoyed giving you this reading. If you want to, like or comment below. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next pick a card. Thanks for watching.